Are you in the probate process right now? Now, if you're dealing with the probate process and you need to sell a property, you are in the right place. We're going to jump straight into this video. And as we like to say on this channel, let the show begin because we're getting after it right now. My name is Lavert Pompey Benefield, and I am the team leader of Team Lavert here in the Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas area. Before we jump in, I want to make it perfectly clear that I am not an attorney, nor am I an estate planner. The information in this video is based upon my experience as a real estate professional and it is not intended to be legal advice. I strongly encourage you to seek guidance from a qualified attorney or estate planner when it comes to navigating the legal aspects of probate specialty or the probate process, I should say. So again, seek legal or an estate planner's input in regards to the legal advice regarding probate. Now, with that being said, let's really dive in. I am a certified probate specialist here in the Las Vegas, Henderson area, North Las Vegas, like I've said before. We specialize in assisting homeowners, attorneys, personal representatives. I may say PR throughout the video, but nonetheless, professional or personal representatives. And we want to make sure that we can assist in making the complicated process of probate as smooth and less complicated as we possibly can. Today, we're going to provide you with 10 tips, not all of the ins and outs of probate, but at least 10 tips for you to start understanding a little bit more of what the probate scenario looks like. You can, of course, reach out to us, ask for information or ask for our guidance. We'd love to set up a consultation with you so we can go through the more in-depth process of probate. But again, these 10 tips are going to sort of touch upon some of the more important areas of probate, if you will. Step number 1 is going to be understanding the process of probate. I'm going to refer down to some of my notes down here, or some of my bullet points, to make sure that we're on track with you guys and we're getting this information to you correctly. The first and most important tip is to understand the probate process itself. Probate is the legal process that validates the deceased person's will, if there is one, and distributes their assets accordingly. Now, there could be vendors that may have to be paid. There could be certain things that will be paid. The court will make those decisions as far as those things are taken care of. But again, the courts are involved if there is not a trust. So therefore, that's the reason we're doing the probate scenario. Again, get this information from an attorney in regards to, or an estate planner in regards to how you could avoid probate or the things that will happen because we are going into probate. Now, again, for attorneys and personal representatives, knowing this process is crucial. It is beyond crucial. Now, attorneys and personal representatives will be petitioning the courts. They'll be filing for final distributions and all of those different types of things. As the real estate professional, we work closely with the attorneys, with the PRs, to ensure that the sale of the property complies with what the courts are asking of us and that we have all the legal requirements set forth. Step number 2, the next thing that we really want to think of in regards to a tip, is to make sure that we look for a competent personal representative. I may say PR, I'm used to saying PR, so if I say PR, please know I am stating personal representative. So appointing this personal representative, this PR, or this executor, there's going to be a lot of different terms that we use in that sense, but there's many different ways to refer to this person. So PR, personal representative, executor, executrice, whatever that may be. This person will really be the one responsible for making sure and managing that the estate, including the home, selling the home, dealing with other valuables and with the estate, and they're going to be communicating with the larger team, from the attorneys to myself as the real estate agent, all of those kind of great things. It's going to be very important that this PR person is someone that's competent, understands systems, really knows how to keep things organized. They need to be someone who can handle all the legal complexities. They will be guided from the attorney. We will not guide you in the legal aspects of things. We will guide you in the sale part of the home. We will refer to the attorney in regards to any legalities dealing with probate. Now, everything from filing the necessary documents and communicating with the court, the attorneys will be handling that with the PR, and then they'll keep us up to date in regards to what we need, so that once we have, let's say, the offer, we can bring that to the attorneys, file for that completion and everything else, or confirmation date, and all of those different types of things. I'm getting a little technical, but again, If you have any questions, please, of course, reach out. We would love to be able to sit down and do a consultation and clarify anything that comes out of this video. I'll try my best not to get too complicated and too technical so I don't confuse you more. But again, number two, make sure that we are looking for a competent personal representative, someone that will be able to keep everything organized, has great communication skills, and be able to keep us all sort of kind of on the path of getting this done for all involved. Number three, we want to make sure that we secure the property. In securing the property, we want to make sure that if you have to change locks, those different types of things, all of that is taken care of so that we can make sure that the valuables or whatever else that may be in the property are basically taken care of. They are secure, not want to have any kind of vandalism, theft. So that's why it's vital this person really steps in, this PR person steps in and takes care of these things by securing the property as soon as you possibly can. This, like I said, includes things like changing the locks, maintaining landscaping, maintaining, unfortunately, sometimes bills may need to be paid while we're going through that process. You may want to keep water on, all those different types of things so that we can keep the property at a certain level while we are selling the home. We want to maintain these things. Keeping the property in good condition helps retain the value of the home, which is crucial when it comes time to us selling the property. Tip number four, we do want to make sure that we get an appraisal. Now, a professional appraisal is necessary because it is going to determine the fair market value of the property so that the court also has some guidance in regards to value of the property. Now, again, this is not just about setting a price on the property, but it basically ensures that all parties that are involved, including the court, the judge, so forth and so on, that they all are confident in regards to the property and that it is being sold at its true value. So again, an appraisal is necessary. It's also critical for the personal representative to understand that the property's worth is to avoid any sort of potential and unfortunate sometimes arguments, disputes with heirs, beneficiaries, and all those different types of things. So unfortunately, we have seen those scenarios where, the emotions of it all, there is a lot of it there, of course, during this scenario, but we want to make sure that everyone understands the value of the property and any other value of any other assets throughout the estate. Tip number five, something that we usually like to really say towards the beginning, but we'll put it at number five, is you want to make sure that you're working with a professional real estate agent that has the understanding of the probate process. So you work with someone that is a certified specialist or at least specializes or knows has a great deal of understanding in regards to working with courts, working with attorneys that may know attorneys that can help you in regards to the process of doing the probate. Now, we understand these unique challenges. We understand that it is not like a normal transaction when it comes to real estate or purchasing or selling real estate. We understand that there are certain challenges that we do have to go through when it comes to doing probate, and we understand those. That's why, again, we encourage you to make sure that you are working with a professional real estate agent that understands the process of probate, okay? There are lots of things that go on with probate. We have to sell in an as-is scenario. Most people may not know that, but when you're selling it in as-is, you want to make sure that you prep the property before you place it on the market, and then you present it still in its best light so that we can get the best value for the estate, and the judge and the courts know that we have done that. But we usually sell properties in an as-is state when it comes to probates. Please, again, we're here to guide you every step of the way, so please feel free to reach out with any questions, any concerns, and for any clarity in regards to what we are talking about. Tip number 6, we want to make sure that we are preparing the property for sale. And even though the probate property is often sold as is, we still want to make sure that we're doing everything that is to make sure that it's not neglected. We don't want to neglect the property. We want to keep the property up. Like I was saying earlier, we may unfortunately have to pay for some bills, water bills, electric, those different types of things to maintain the property in that sense. We want to make sure the property, of course, is cleaned up. We want to make sure that it's strategically staged if we have money, or if the home or the heirs decide to invest in staging or whatever that may be, so that we can present the property. It is different as far as some of the challenges that we deal with probate, but it is still a property that we want to make sure that we are presenting in a good light so that we can get the best value for the heirs, for the courts in regards to presenting the property. Tip number 7, moving forward now. Tip number 7 is making sure that we definitely market the property effectively. Now, we are going to do effective marketing, and we believe that is strongly a key in regards to attracting the right buyer. We want to leverage a comprehensive marketing scenario so that these buyers coming in understand what their expectations are as well. Most of the times we do have to educate the buyer's agent because sometimes they do not have the understanding or the knowledge in regards to what probate and how probate operates. We do have to educate people, and that is okay, but we just want to make sure that we are educating expectation, or that we are looking at expectation moving forward throughout this process. We want to make sure that we're strategizing and how that we are listing the property. We want to make sure that we're doing professional photography. We want to make sure that we're targeting certain markets or certain groups of people. We're advertising to make sure that we have maximum exposure and we are finding the right buyers that understand the process of probate and what those expectations are. Now, we understand that, again, this is going to be a very unique buyer pool. It's going to be a very unique buyer pool for probate properties, and we know how to reach them. Now, whether that's through traditional methods or that's through digital marketing, different techniques, we understand those and we definitely get those out there to find the right buyer for a probate property. Tip 8, we want to make sure that we are prepared for the court's procedures. We want to understand what sometimes their timelines may be. We want to understand that once we present offers or the attorney presents offers and we get dates with the courts, what those timelines would be. Again, making sure you're understanding and working with someone that understands what those timelines can be is vital. So we definitely want to understand what the court's expectations of us are and what we should expect of the courts. So probate sales often require court approval. Now, particularly if there are disputes between heirs, or if the sale is subject to court confirmation. I'm just trying to think out loud here. If it's dependent upon court confirmation, the personal representative or the attorney also is very important in understanding that the court may need to approve the sale price. They may have to approve the sale price. They may have to approve the term. They may even have to approve the buyer in some case, because sometimes there may be bids or auctions or whatever that may be in regards to the property and the sale of the property. And again, we want to make sure that everyone is understanding those procedures that the courts will take us through. Now, we really work to ensure that you understand all of the paperwork, that you understand all of the procedures, and you get those things correctly done. We understand those expectations so that you are fully prepared for any court hearing in regards to the approval of the sale of the property. Tip number 9 is communicating clearly. We want to make sure that we're clear and we're frequently communicating because it is crucial during this probate process. This includes updates to the courts, to the attorneys, to potential buyers. Our team prides itself. We really do pride ourselves on keeping everyone in the loop at all times. We want to be on top of that. We want to make sure everyone is understanding. Again, for the legal aspects of probate, we do, of course, require that you get the information from the attorneys. But at the same time, we still want to make sure that we're keeping you up to date, keeping you in the loop in regards to what we know. We want to understand what you as the professional or as the personal representative may know, because sometimes, again, the attorney may be communicating with you more so than with us. So we want to make sure that clear communication is always going. Miscommunication or lack of updates can lead to delays when it comes to probates and other complications. We don't want those things going on. So moving forward to our last tip. Tip 10 is to be patient and at the same time to be proactive. Now, it's important that we are being patient but proactive. Probate sales can take longer, as we've stated here many times throughout this video. It can take longer than the traditional real estate sales, than traditional transactions, due to the legal processes, due to the courts, due to dates that we have to find, all of those different types of things. And we need everyone to be patient and we need everyone to be proactive in regards to making sure we're communicating and that we're all on the same page. Now, however, by staying proactive and by staying sort of kind of out there and getting the information and requesting that information, whether it's keeping the court deadlines and ensuring that the property is maintained or staying in close connection or contact with all the parties, we can help expedite the process as much as possible. And there you have it. These are the 10 essential, again, not all of the processes or steps that you'll take in regards to probate, but these are some of the more essential ones that you want to be aware of when it comes to selling a probate property, working with a real estate agent team that understands probate and or attorney that understands that process. If you are a personal representative, or if you're an attorney, or if you're someone who is simply navigating through the process of probate, please remember that you do not have to do this on your own. We are here. Reach out. We'd love to make sure that we can provide you with any information, any kind of direction in regards to doing probate, so that you and your family and the loved ones that you are working maybe for or with, what have you, hopefully can find some peace and grace throughout this long process of probate. So with that being said, remember, guys, again, we are not attorneys. We are not estate planners. We do want to, again, encourage you to make sure for any legal aspect of probate that you are reaching out to an attorney. Again, I hope these tips have been helpful. Please share this video with anyone that may be going through this process. Please share this video with any attorneys that you may know of that may be looking for real estate teams here in the Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas area. We would love to be of assistance in any way that we can. With that, we will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe down below. Look forward to being of assistance. Take care.